Hello, hello, and welcome back for another 25 pounds of alien stuffed into a 10-pound sack in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM, The Long War. And yeah, that's a bit of speculation on my part. I mean, we haven't generated a mission yet, but come on. If this was Vegas and you were a bookie trying to set the over-under on the number of aliens on the upcoming mission, it's not like you'd put it at 6, or even 7, or anywhere below 10. Well, I mean, unless you were like a crooked as shit bookie and you had to fix in on the fight, then you might put it at like, say, 8. But even then, you probably still wouldn't set it that low because it'd look really suspicious when the mission showed up with like 7 dudes on a mission. Then the Gaming Commission winds up launching an investigation. Jimmy Ratface Ratatowski, who you probably shouldn't have ever trusted in the first place with a name like that, winds up going state's evidence, admits to having rigged the whole thing in return for immunity for prosecution. And then you wind up doing a nickel in the pen and getting all orange is the new black with your new cellmate, Billy Big Bubba Baker, who's serving 15 to 20 for 75 counts of sexual assault. You know, I mean, that's probably how it'll work out. And I suppose that's really ridiculously convoluted way to say there's going to be a shitload of aliens on the next mission because that's my life now. It's just all the aliens every mission all the time. I probably should have just said that instead of the whole elaborate bookie fantasy. It's maybe not the best way to go. Anyway, let's get to scanning here. My bookie fantasies aside.
Heart will allow a critically wounded soldier to survive longer without medical
Is that a fact,
assistance.
Dr. V? Yeah, you know, we may have discussed this once before, I think. Now that, who came out, by the way? Who was that? That completed a second heart?
The new engineers arrived
Yeah,
this
I
morning,
know, Dr.
Commander.
Shen.
We're always glad to have more help down
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Now, go get your pudding and make sure you're down in time for Wapner. I know you get upset when you missed it. So, Bam Margera and Tisiphone are still in for another 11 days. Do we have anybody else who's a strong candidate for second heart? I'm thinking Ava Perone probably should go in for a little second heart training. I mean, we've got Atlas King. Big Bad Wolf would not be a terrible... both of these guys have... I mean, there's benefits to both. Ava Perone's willpower is a little low. Is there anybody else, though, that looks like a ridiculously strong candidate? And again, these are all backups. I fully expect Atlas King to wind up being our volunteer. Don't think I'm doubting Atlas King. My love for Atlas King is as strong as it's ever been. I mean, I'm fully committed. I'm a Taylor Swift level of commitment to Atlas King. Just like immediate and crazily, stupidly committed. What's up with Taylor Swift anyway? It's like she sets herself up for heartbreak. You'd think a girl like Taylor Swift, I mean, she's got a lot of assets, a lot of money. She's basically highly desirable. Why can't she find a man that will treat her right, Taylor Swift? I mean, you have literally your pick of basically anyone on the planet. Why do you always got to go for the scumbag guy who you know going in is going to break your heart? What the hell is wrong with you? It's like you just need material for your next album, which may genuinely be it. At this point, though, Taylor, don't you have enough money that you could go, you know what? I think it's time I found a loving relationship. Maybe I'll write an album about what it's like to not be in emotional pain constantly. Anyway, I got enough of weird digression there. Let's just throw Ava Perone in and give her a second heart. While we're at it, of course, we'll give her leaping legs because I like leaping legs. It's going to be 17 days in for Ava Perone as well.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah.
I'll have the volunteer prepped and ready for surgery shortly.
Just go jam Ava in the tube and shut your hole, Dr. V.
The procedure is complete.
Again, make with the hole in the shutting of it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anyway, what were we doing? Scanning for missions, that's right. And, well, I mean, mostly I was talking about Taylor Swift and her emotional troubles. But... A large UFO coming into harvest. Man, suddenly the aliens can't seem to get enough of the United Kingdom, and I can't seem to properly defend it because my stupid firestorm is all busted up. Alright, well, let's send up Midas Oakham. This thing's probably gonna land. I'm not legitimately gonna try to shoot this down. We're gonna send old King Midas up there to give it the golden fucking finger and head on back to base.
Bangs out.
Homeboy really does have a finger that's made out of gold, by the way. Not like Goldfinger. I mean, it's not magic. It doesn't turn things to gold. It's actually just a prosthetic finger that's made of gold because he thought that would be cool. So Marie Antoinette back on duty. That's good. All right. So yeah, it's still a large UFO and it's still coming right for us. And it has land. It has fucking 52 aliens on it. Well, everybody who bet the over, I guess, just fucking cashed in. And also, if you rigged it to be at 10, well, now you're not only going to prison, but fucking lost money, too. You're going to prison broke. At least in my scenario, you got to go to prison with money. I mean, that's helpful in the joint. Get some cash in there. We skipped one of these. Ethereals, heavy floaters, muton elites, mechtoids, sectoids, muton berserkers, mutons. It's a cavalcade of horseshit. But we do have about the best of the best going for us. It's the Riparian map, which I don't really hate as much as most. I mean, it's bad, but do we have a top shelf team? We have Marie Antoinette. We have Atlas. I mean, we have a top shelf team. The answer is yes. Do we have a top shelf team? The answer is yes. We have a top shelf team. Do I hate myself this much? That's the question. Do I hate myself enough to try and endure this? 52 aliens. Remember, Pete, 3 shadow devices. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I've had enough of your shit, aliens. If you're gonna be sending large UFOs with fucking 52 aliens on them, I gotta prove to you rat, cocksucking piece of shit bastards. And I apologize, that's a little egregious language there, even for me, and I swear like a sailor, but still, that was maybe a little over the top. But still, we gotta show these sons of bitches who's boss, so this is it. This is the time. The aliens have thrown down the gauntlet. Fine, I'm gonna pick it up and stick that gauntlet straight up their ass. Let's do this, aliens. You wanna fucking tango? Oh, Perfidious Pete will slap a rose in his teeth, put on his tight pants, get his shirt, unbutton it to the navel, show you all the massive hair sprouting, and we'll tango, baby. We will tango, and you will not be happy with the way the tango turns out because I am a terrible dancer. I'm gonna stomp your feet into oblivion is basically what I'm saying. Alright, plasma, scope, alloy, bipod, high capacity mags, Helen, Deadeye Keller is ready. With 52 aliens on a map, ordinarily on a large UFO, I might be a little reticent to take a sniper. In this case, though, 52 friggin' aliens on the map. 52. A lot of those aliens are going to be outside, which means Helen Keller isn't going to be hurting for shit to do. So we'll be fine. And best of the best, yeah, Marie Antoinette goes. Oh, Marie Antoinette, she plays. I really wish she had second heart, though. Like, really a lot wish that she had second heart. Like, very much so. Absolutely. This is going to seem odd. I'm putting Titan armor on Marie Antoinette. I don't want to give her the Vortex armor because I want to keep that for Atlas King. Marie Antoinette's willpower is a little low. And there is an ethereal on this, so non-zero chance we might get a shot at capturing an ethereal. I am going to do something unconventional, though. I know she doesn't need Psychic EXP, but I'm still slapping a neuroregulator on Marie Antoinette, specifically for the willpower bonus. I'm doing this just for the bonus. And what we're going to give her then... Do I want to give her a neural gun link? I mean, ordinarily I give him a neural gun link, but that draws will. Actually, where is our neural gun link? Oh, it's broken. Never mind, I can't give her a neural gun link because some idiot busted it. And by idiot, I mean Bloody Mary Stewart, and also my fault, so sort of me. Neuroregulator, armor-piercing ammo. The other problem we have is shadow device. Needs somebody to carry it. Don't necessarily want to give that to Marie Antoinette. Is mind control more useful than a shadow device? The answer is no. I mean, it's not. A shadow device is somebody doesn't... We canceled the penalty with the neuroregulator, but 78 is not huge. All right, let's take a look at the medic department. This is actually going to play a surprisingly key role. Joseph Lister, do you have psi inspiration? You do not. You have mind. Well, shit. We're not going to mind control. We're not going to mind control an ethereal without something that gives us a will bonus. I mean, I'm still taking Atlas King and all of my mind control guys because mind control is just genuinely useful. If we had psi inspiration, we might get a shot at that ethereal, but nope. All right, it's going to have to be JoJo Lister here. I don't know where Casey is of the Casey and JoJo. You're not wearing my Vortex armor. I mean, you can, but take it off. It's not even funny, Lister. It's not even fucking funny. That shit belongs to Atlas King. No, I mean, that's not even something you joke about, man. It's really not. Motion tracker, med kit, shadow device. I mean, yeah, we got to go with our standard loadout here. JoJo Lister is ready for Casey and possibly the Sunshine Band to join him. Assault team, no doubt we need top-notch, best of the best, absolute elite. And that means Steve Loco Owen, mate. Ain't nobody killed more aliens than Steve Loco Owen. And I mean that specifically. I'm pretty sure I've killed more aliens than anyone else in the project, mate. And ready to rack up a few more kills here. Target-rich environment for old Steve, am I right? And then again, ladies, every environment's a target-rich environment for Steve Loco Owen. Yeah, do all right with the Sheilas is what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to stop. Steve was a happily married, deeply committed man, which honestly just makes him all that much more attractive. Loyalty is sexy. Alright, so Titan Armor, Reflex Cannon, Shredder, Breacher, Walker Servos, Sorted, and Eleanor, the Wolverine Roosevelt, is ready to go into action Wolvie Berserker style, outfitted precisely the same way. Where's your Reflex Cannon, Eleanor? There you go. That's my girl. Shredder ammo, let's get it on you. Reaching ammo, also get it on you. Walker Servos, get it on you. You're good. Everything's fine. Scout, gonna be Atlas King, without a doubt. Give me the Scout, give me the Atlas, give me the King. Atlas King, he's going in. Atlas King does have second heart, so, I mean, he's locked and loaded. Let's get him some Vortex Armor, because, yes. Assault Rifle, well, probably no. Assault Cannon, Alloy Cannon, yeah, much better. Now, we're gonna pile on the bonuses here for old Atlas King. Where's my Mind Shield? Please, Mind Shield, there we go. Mind Shield for Atlas King, Cognitive Enhancer. I'm going to say no to the Cognitive Enhancer. Ordinarily, I would take it. Also going to say no to the Shadow Device, surprisingly. That one of them's going on our Engineer. Let's give Atlas a Motion Tracker. I think that's going to be extraordinarily useful. So with the Mind Shield and the Vortex Armor, Atlas got a lot of willpower here. A lot. Should have no trouble mind controlling anything we come across. Walker Servos. Yeah, let's do the Servos. Alright, so Atlas King, fast as shit, powerful as hell, all the willpower in the universe. Engineer time, then. I want tandem warheads on this one, not bombard. So, Marie Curie, you have tandem warheads, right? Yeah, you absolutely do. We're going to be needing you throwing for damage on this one, girl. Not necessarily throwing for distance. I mean, if you were Cake, we'd have you going for distance, possibly going for speed, and you may or may not be all alone in your time of need. But in this one, yeah, we're not really going for distance, so you're good. Put the trumpet away. Fine. We don't need any Cake action. Now we have a Commander's Choice, which is interesting for a couple reasons. I'm thinking about taking Jules Verne. The thing about Jules Verne, we could take him. He would be useful. He doesn't have as many rockets as J. Robert Oppenheimer because he's not max rank yet. He also doesn't have javelins, which means you can't shoot him as far. The other thing we could do is take an infantry trooper. Steve Lawsuit Jobs, top notch. Of course, we got Samuel the Mustache Clemens, tip top notch. I think, honestly, we will get more aggregate damage out of a max rank infantry trooper than we will. Which one of you has Deadeye? We know there's a shitload of heavy floaters on here. Okay, so you're an Overwatch guy, Steve Jobs. That means... I know Samuel Clemens is Overwatch too, though. Do we have a killing infantry? Get out of there for a minute, Steve. Do we have a killer infantry? I want someone who is a murderer. Specifically, I want somebody who has Deadeye so we can fucking shoot down heavy floaters. Jack Superhero Kirby, are you... You have Deadeye, but you don't have rapid fire. You're real good, though, Jack. Who's more aggregate damage, Jack Kirby? You know what? I think on this mission, given the sort of environments we're going to be in, I actually think Jack Kirby probably will get us more aggregate damage than we could get out of Jules Verne. Also, Rocketeers blow. I mean, I've been taking them more lately just because the maps are so tiny and clustered with so many aliens that even when they miss, they still fucking hit something. But I stand behind my Rocketeers are hot fucking garbage. I mean, I fully still stand absolutely 100% behind that position. Rocketeers are fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm okay. I've convinced myself. Thankfully, it's easy because, I mean, it was my idea in the first place, so it didn't really take a whole lot of convincing. Illuminator gun sight, Cognitive Enhancer, because, I mean, shit, why not? And what else do we want to throw on you? I mean, I could give you a motion tracker. That's not a terrible idea, actually. Giving you a motion tracker, I normally would give you high-capacity mags, but you do have lock and load. What if we give you a motion tracker instead of, say, Atlas King? We could then give Atlas King... I mean, we could give him an arc thrower or a battle scanner. Honestly, a chem grenade wouldn't be terrible. Med kit, no real benefits there. Battle scanner, alien suit. Let's go for... Yeah. And you know what? The bonus health and the bonus damage resistance with the Vortex Armor, I think makes the Chameleon suit at least a reasonable compromise candidate. And we'll give the Superhero the other motion tracker. Superhero is not fast. That's his one drawback. Foot speed, absolutely god-awful terrible. Now, there are 52 aliens on a large UFO map. What we're gonna have to hope here is that we just don't get immediately butt-fucked at the spawn. I mean, Billy Big Bubba Baker is still serving 15 to 20 for his 75 counts of sexual assault. I don't want to wind up starting in his cell.
The next deployment site is in the UK.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not excited about Operation Soaring Fog, Bradford, but if we get a reasonable starting position, I think we'll be okay. Worst case scenario, we just leave. I mean, if we're completely porked from the beginning, we have no cover, and we spawn with aliens in sight so that doing anything at all triggers them, we'll just run away. This is still a large UFO with 52 aliens on it, so if we have to bail out of this mission, I'm not gonna feel bad about having done it. Sometimes, you know, discretion, better part of valor, and all that good fucking euphemisms for, like, why it's sometimes reasonable to chicken out.
This is Big Sky. We're in position near the enemy LZ.
Okay.
Strike one is ready to move.
This is not a good spawn position, but it's also not the absolute worst spawn position either. If we don't have a trillion aliens immediately straight up our assholes, I think we'll be okay. So let's... Well, I mean, here's my butthole, and here's some aliens, like, immediately straight up it. So, what if we... Man, Marie Antoinette, you cannot move at all. Titan armor for Marie Antoinette really is a bit of an inhibition for her. Where's Atlas? Give me Atlas King, damn it. Thank you. I need Atlas King for this shit. Alright, well, this is where... Okay, so you know what? It's, what, like literally 15, 20 seconds into the mission, and we're already have reached the point of decision.
Got it, Coco.
Let's see what this spawns. If it looks like a garbage fire, we're done. We'll just run away. This does not look like a garbage fire. I mean, it doesn't look good, don't get me wrong, but as far as, you know, bad situations go, could be worse, especially considering we can just straight up mind control the mechtoid, so let's have Atlas King go ahead and take care of that shit. There you go. Now, let's see how many more guys this spawns. That spawned no additional units. Really? Very interesting. Alright, what can you see, Mr. Mechtoid? Not a lot. So, okay. 52 aliens, sure, but this is not a terrible start for us. In fact, I'm gonna say I think this is a workable start. We know this is safe because now our Mechtoid friend has scouted this out. So we bring the Wolverine up, have her kill this drone. Okay, yeah, no, you know what? I think we're gonna be all right here, at least for the start. And once we get a position where we can sort of bunker up and dig in, we'll be in even better shape. 21%, 1%, probably neither of those is worth actually taking. Okay. Superhero, I don't really like having you in half cover. 39% chance to hit is not good. What can we do with a run and gun here? I mean, we could get a kill with a run and gun without, and I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that we could do it. We could get a kill. Also, Helen Keller, what can you do? 50% is shockingly bad. That's also surprisingly bad. 11% twice from Marie Antoinette. Well, that's not gonna work, Marie. I'm sorry, I mean, that doesn't work for any of us. We're just gonna move you to full cover, because there's nothing more useful you're gonna do. You had my motion tracker? Was that Kirby? I mean, it wasn't Steve Irwin. Kirby, did you shoot yet? Who used my motion tracker? Hey, somebody. You gotta have a motion tracker on you? I mean, somebody did it. Okay, it was Joseph Lister. Alright, Jojo. I need you to come scout over here and see if these sectoids are like the only thing in the vicinity. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something else right back here, but I think that may also be a sectoid.
Moving out.
What I'm trying to determine is whether or not it's going to be safe for us to run and gun, and I think it is, actually. I believe it will be safe. Alright, Steve. Okay, so Kirby, if we send Steve forward, let's see if we can just eliminate the need to run and gun, actually. Helen Keller, I'd love to get you airborne early to get you in position, but I think picking that guy off, if you could get lucky, would be more useful. So let's try this. We'll take two 50%. First one missed. Hey, you want to watch the backfire there, Helen Keller? I mean, I know you literally can't watch anything, but I'm just going to tell you, you almost shot one of your own people in the head there. You better correct that one. Fantastic work.
Missed the target.
Yeah, we all saw it. Alright, well, Kirby takes his 39%er then. Hit and a kill, which opens up our Steve Irwin run and gun options. I mean, theoretically, moving to this position can't spawn a pod. And should get us a kill. And... I'm really being kind of brazen here, and... It may be a terribly, tragically bad idea, but we're about to find out. Don't pork me, Steve. I mean, you know, if I had to pick somebody to pork me, you might be the guy I picked. But this guy is flanking us, so we need to kill him. It's more important that he be dead than the other guy on our right, who we technically have at least some modicum of cover against. Also, it's almost a certainty that the aliens will shoot. Eleanor Roosevelt, let's bring you up here so we've got another guy flanking this guy. First off, this sectoid, his initial move is, or his initial reaction is going to be, he's going to try and move. Because he is flanked, so he'll try and get himself unflanked. Marie Curie, just going to advance to full cover. And at this point, we're just playing a little catch-up here. This guy's going to move. We do still have our friendly neighborhood mechtoid over here, who's going to go ahead and take a little poke. 24%, huh? I mean, come on, Mechtoid, you're supposed to have every ability in the game. You hit my guys back-to-back with lightning reflexes shots. And this is what you come up with against Johnny Sectoid? You just let him scamper away, huh? So that's definitely a clever girl move. Well, shit. How far do these guys get to advance in one turn? That pod moved the entire length of the field. I beg your pardon, XCOM. That seems a little egregious. Those guys moved a billion miles. I mean, they moved as far in that turn as they moved to get to our planet in the first place. This is a little salt-inducing, XCOM. Alright, so the aliens are starting to horse shit early. Then again, I mean, we did just straight up walk out and mind control a mechtoid, which seems a little bullshit. I mean, that's a little cheap. This guy does have double shot action, so let's go ahead and take this shot. This should generate a kill. So score 1 for the mechtoid. Score 1 for the mechtoid. He also somehow destroyed Steve Irwin's cover, which is, I mean, definitely suboptimal. What else can you see, mechtoid? 79% at a drone. 76% at a drone. Well, let's take the old 79 here. Any good? Well, I mean, good enough for a hit, but not good enough for a kill. Alright, Steve's in a... he's in admittedly a bit of a pickle, simply because he doesn't have a whole lot of cover. Let's see what else we can get here. Atlas King's keeping the mind control on lockdown for us. Marie Antoinette can't move and fire, so whatever we can do with Marie Antoinette, we're going to start off with that. Alright, so Marie Antoinette picks off a drone, that's fine. Madame Curie, I don't really feel like we need you on grenade duty here. There is a cyber disc back in the back that we really probably should keep an eye on. Jojo Lister, I don't think we need to do anything fancy with you. Let's just bring you forward. And whatever you have a shot at. 60% for a kill on this drone is acceptable. It's a miss, so didn't pan out, but I mean, it's still an acceptable shot. Jack Kirby's got fuck all. Curb, if we bring you up to this corner cover, be able to do anything? Nope. We might have to put the curb on Overwatch then. Half cover is full cover for Atlas King, so Atlas King has more options than our average trooper. I think bringing Atlas to this corner cover is probably acceptable. We're going to hold off on Atlas King, because if we need him to, he can panic. I mean, he could panic something. Not any of these drones or seekers, because robots are immune, but... Steve, we can't risk not having you in cover immediately, because if, for whatever reason, hit and run doesn't trigger, I'd prefer you to not just be standing there with your dick swinging in the wind. Eleanor, let's have you come over here and take a poke at this drone. This actually should generate hit and run, because that guy is definitely not flying. So hit and run's good. Eleanor's going to get another crack at something. 67 for the drone, 38 for the seeker. Well, we'll take the shot at the drone. Playing the odds. The Wolverine, Wolvie Berserk style in full action goes 2 for 2. Helen Deadeye Keller does have a shot here. If we need it in case of an emergency, I mean, we'll hold off on taking anything with her for now. We're going to have Marie Curie come forward as well. Let's see what Steve Irwin can do. We could have Steve go hit and run this sectoid. I'm curious what we might spawn by moving behind him, though, and I would rather not take a chance. I also can't take a chance on not triggering hit and run. We do still have Atlas King. 76% for Atlas. 59% there. What else have we got? Jack Kirby's gonna just be on Overwatch. I mean, we could put Kirby on Overwatch, but honestly, that may not even be a great idea. Helen Keller, 67%. No, you know what? With that cyber disc over there, it's a bad risk to not have Helen Keller in the air somewhere. So let's get Helen up, and away. And we'll have Helen reload. I want her back as far away from the enemy as we can get. She's airborne now.
Reloaded.
We can get her to reload. Kirby, I think you're just going to be on Overwatch. Steve Irwin, I really need you. I don't like dropping Steve back to here because I'm afraid he's not going to be able to see, but he can still see. 30. His shot is dramatically worse, though. All right, well, Atlas King, let's have you go ahead and take a shot here. If nothing else, you can holo target for Irwin. All right, well, 3 damage, so nothing else is, in fact, the applicable phrase here. We're going to suppress the sectoid. We get 2 damage out of Mayhem from that, so the Mayhem suppression, not a terrible idea, and then Steve Irwin can see if we can kill the Seeker. 71%, reasonable. Yes. Steve delivers, and Steve, all right, well, he did not trigger hit and run because that guy was flying. Is this guy going to kill himself by moving? Nope, getting mind merged. What are you going to do with that mind merge, champ? Huh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Going to shoot at Marie Curie? Or mind frame Marie Curie? All right, well, neural feedback killed him. 8 damage from Atlas King's neural feedback. Holy shit, that man is a walking fucking time bomb. You don't dick with Atlas King's allies, man. He will put it in your pooper and fuck you but good. That was huge. That guy made the worst mistake of his fucking life. This man should shoot at the mechtoid. This is fine. A mechtoid and a cyber disc trading shots? That is perfect. Throw a grenade at him. That's even better. He wasted a grenade for 6 damage on a mechtoid. That's completely irrelevant. Oh, mind control's real good. It's real good. I really hope Marie Antoinette has a shot at that cyber disc. Okay, so there's an ether. Are we in a pod collapse situation already? We can't possibly already have pod collapse. No, no. I mean, we can't. We can't have pod collapse already. No. What abilities does this thing have? So it's a Gunstar. Gunstar? A little Last Starfighter reference for you. The last Starfighter is dead. The last Starfighter is dead. Nothing can stop us now. Alright, so let's see here. Rapid reaction, fine. Aggression, yeah. Evasion, whatever. Bombard. Heat ammo, Death Blossom, light 'em up. Damage control is what I was concerned about. This thing has damage control, which means damaging it is going to be a real motherfucker. Marie Antoinette, you're not going to have a shot. No, you do have a shot. It's just an absolutely terrible one. Alright, well, I mean, it's not good. Helen Keller could disable its weapons, though, and it did throw a grenade already. That's also a bad shot. It already threw its grenade. It already threw it. Atlas King, can you holo target it? I mean, really all I'm looking for here is a holo target, and honestly, I would prefer if you missed. Beautiful. Atlas King, once again, delivers. So now the question is, will the mechtoid get my holo targeting bonus? He in fact does. Okay. So he counts as 100% on our team in all capacities. Marie Antoinette now with double 48s. Well, Marie, it ain't getting any better, and it's all you can do, so you may as well start with this. 13 damage is a solid pick. Oh, a little bit of luck there. 30 damage from Marie Antoinette. That is absolutely huge. Marie Curie could probably finish it off, but you know what? Let's have the mechtoid do it, because this guy, way more expendable. So we're going to take him forward, and he does spot that other sectoid for us. Why don't you go ahead and finish off the cyber disc here, Johnny? Johnny Mechtoid wheels and deals. Also, I think our mind control on Johnny Mechtoid here is all but over. So we really should prepare to deal with his ass. And by that I mean we want to have pretty much everybody in full cover and, if possible, on Overwatch. This guy, I think, breaks loose this turn. So Kirby's on Overwatch. Eleanor Roosevelt should probably just reload. Lister's probably okay. Curie's in full cover. Irwin in full cover. The full cover is largely irrelevant, actually, for Atlas King. He'll be fine. Ellen Deadeye Keller can pick off the long-distance sectoid that this mechtoid is spotting for us.
Kill confirmed.
One through the dome. Overwatch for Kirby. Overwatch for Steve. Overwatch for Ellen. Let's just do it. All right, team Overwatch. This guy's coming loose this turn, I think. If not, we can always just run him out in a little suicide pattern. But I'm pretty sure our mind control ends this time. Well, what's the deal here? Mechtoid, what's going on? So we've eliminated all the active pods then? The clever girl mechanic has fallen back and it drew one pod into us. There may still be a seeker from that pod somewhere that's cloaked up. It'll just make a move on Helen Keller. I mean, I'd make a move on Helen Keller. I mean, she's single, she's attractive. Not only she's okay looking, it's better than average in the intelligence department. Probably had a great sense of humor. What's not to love? I would love to see if a mechtoid could get a meld canister for us. I really would be interested to know if you can use aliens to get... I'd also really like to see if I could make him waste all of his ammunition. Well, let's put him at a safe distance. Also, if we're going to use somebody to trigger a pod, this is the guy. Would have preferred to maybe trigger anything other than a big-ass pod of thin men, and he can see exactly one of them at which he has a terrible shot. Still, we're in a, you know, defensively, we're still in an excellent position here. Marie Antoinette, I mean, I know you can see the guy, but you can't do shit. Helen Keller, on the other hand, 89% twice. This should, well, we don't even gonna need the second shot, so Helen Keller's gonna waste one. Pulls a kill, Helen's double tap, doing work. Kirby's just gonna be on Overwatch. The rest of the team's just gonna bunker up here. We could put the mechtoid on Overwatch, but that seems like a terrible idea. This should not spawn another pod either. So we may as well go forward. If we get another turn of mind control out of this, we can try and make them, we can try and make the thin men pick him apart for us.
On my way.
Atlas King, you're gonna shift. We're actually gonna have you reload, Atlas. A lot of our guys a little lower on ammo than I'm comfortable with. I also don't really like Marie Antoinette being in half cover here. The problem is, putting her there, she's not gonna be able to actually hit anything because that rock is gonna prevent her from doing her little sidestep maneuver. She's not gonna be able to hit shit. Is there any full cover you can actually get to? The answer is no. Literally no. She cannot get to full cover. She just can't even make it. Alright, let's have her fall back here. We'll just reload. Marie Curie, I think we'll just have you reload as well. You are in full cover. It's destructible full cover, which admittedly is not the... It's not the ideal choice, but I think it'll do for now. Let's get Steve Loco Irwin over here. We're gonna have Steve reload as well. I'm just shifting my field of engagement very slightly. Eleanor Roosevelt in full cover, gonna reload. Lister's probably not even gonna reload and just put him on Overwatch. I wanna see what happens when this mechtoid comes free. I'm curious if it happens at the end of our turn or at the beginning of our turn. Probably at the beginning, so it looks like he's free to move now, right? I was hoping we would keep control of him till the end of the alien's turn and those thin men might actually shoot at him, but it doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. Now, the best laid plans of mice and men. Never understood that. Mice don't really seem like fucking planners to me. You can call me crazy, but I'm not really detecting a lot of like forethought and insight from mice. They just don't seem to sort. Atlas King's mind control is on cooldown, which is unfortunate, but Marie Antoinette's is not. Also, we could do some long-range bombard action with Helen Keller and just keep the team on Overwatch. And we know the mechtoid is out there. I mean, we're the ones who put him out there, so we know right where he's at. I think the smart play here is, I don't give a single fuck about that meld canister, in case you're wondering. I literally don't care at all. Let's have Atlas King deploy the battle scanner, see if we can get eyes on the mechtoid. If we can, we'll take some shots at him. If not, we'll just shoot at these thin men. Alright, so the mechtoid is a mystery. Guy has gone full Kaiser Soze. We're not gonna get shit out of Marie Antoinette. Joseph Lister, likewise. This is a Helen Keller show. That's what this is. Alright, so let's take some shots. It's the Helen Keller show. One thin man down, and this is going to be 2 thin men down. I'm going to take the 100% guaranteed kills here. I'm not even going to take a chance at missing. Helen Keller goes back to back. 1, 2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, mop the floor. 5, 6 with thin men dicks. 7, 8, they're not that straight. They're kind of curved at the end a little bit. The dicks are in the thin men. They got just like the, you know, what the deal is, but they got a little curve to their swerve. It's fine. Perfectly normal, perfectly natural, perfectly healthy. Let's, Joseph Lister, bring you up and maybe get some Overwatch out of you. Marie Antoinette, it says, technically has a shot. She patently does not. It's full-on falsehood. She ain't shooting shit. So here comes Team Thin Man. This guy's going to probably come forward and try to spot for this guy. Oh, surprisingly conservative moves from Team Thin Man here. Also, where did that fucking mechtoid go? We let the bastard loose. He's around somewhere. If you guys want to sit back and huddle behind these rocks while Helen Keller slowly picks you apart, I have no objection to that whatsoever. I mean, I'll just sit here and kill you one round at a time. If that's what you want, I mean, I'll deliver. I don't want to disappoint. Perfidious Pete hates to disappoint. It's not true, by the way. It's actually sort of what I live for. I live to disappoint. I really do. And if this entire 52 aliens worth, this big, entire large UFO full of aliens, if all 52 of them decide they want to come out and engage us in this little area here, I'll let them. I'll sit here and camp this like nobody's business. It's a legitimate strategy, and it's a legitimate strategy that I'm fully comfortable employing. So we're going to have, yeah, pretty good shots there. In fact, our only shots. If this wasn't a squad site shot, we could go for the mind control, but I don't trust Marie Antoinette's willpower enough to get it done. I think we're better off to just kill him. Also, it's a cooldown we might need at a later time. I appreciate your service to the XCOM project, by the way, Mechtoid. You did us a good turn. Don't think I'm not grateful, because I assure you, I am in fact grateful. Helen Keller takes a shot here. That's fine. It's one less thin man to worry about. That's what you get for not delivering my cookies, you fucking dick. Honestly, I think the rest of the team is probably good. Let's just continue setting up in this Overwatch trap. They'll bring a thin man forward, and I said it earlier, and I meant it. If Helen Keller was going to have to pick these guys apart one shot at a time, one turn at a time, I'll do it.
They're backing up. Advance.
We're probably not even going to be able to see them. Yeah, they're full-on running away. All right, so the aliens are going for a clever girl maneuver. That's fine. We're not going to be clever girled, mostly because we can fucking see what's back there. I mean, some berserkers and mutons, a whole shitload of them. I'm not just going to wander into that joke. Also, we have the most likely flanking maneuver of all time, because, yeah, those guys should definitely be over there. Are they active? That's 2 ethereals, 2 much. They're active. Okay. So that is a large and extraordinarily dangerous pod. This is definitely not good. It's also where I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Episode's getting a little long, and we've got 800 trillion fucking aliens that we still have to kill, so this seems like as good a spot as any to take a quick break. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. Care packages, by the way, for our bookie friend in prison can go to the maximum security facility in Boulder, Colorado, care of the Department of Corrections. If you'd like to catch the thrilling conclusion to what looks like it may swiftly turn into an absolute clusterfuck, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.